Welcome to One More Dig Metal Detecting Stories. I'm Dave Spanenberg. Welcome back, everyone. Fresh off of the holidays. I hope everyone had a great holiday, whichever one you celebrate. We had a great time. It was just Tracy and I and the kids. We don't travel on Christmas or Thanksgiving for that matter, and no one comes to us, so that's how we do it. And the kids are grown now, 26, 22, and 19, so it's a little different than when they run down at 5 in the morning looking for whatever, Barbie or you name it, video games, I guess. Although I think video games are still in play, but no pun intended. But anyway, we had a great time. Tracy made some amazing food, and yeah, it was a good time. I have a big announcement that I'd like to make on Tuesday, or the day that you listen to this podcast, which will be released at 5 a.m. I will be releasing my first YouTube video, and that will be sometime later in the day. And it's going to be basically this podcast, which I'm making a video of right now, as just completely as the podcast. There won't be anything that wasn't in the podcast, but it'll just be a video of me doing the podcast, and you can all see what I look like. And I have some of my gear in the background for folks to sort of for ambiance, I guess. So, and I also have some paintings. The room, you can't tell the way I'm situated, but the room is covered in original paintings from myself. My grandfather was amazing, and my daughter is a student at Maine College of Art and Design, and she's excuse me, she's amazing. And I was lucky enough, for my present, I was allowed to pick any one of her oil paintings that I choose, and I was the big winner, I think, in all of the Christmas presents to be able to do that. So on the topic of Christmas, I like I just said, my daughter Abby let me have that painting, and I got a fair amount of gifts with the relating to metal detecting, and I'm like a broken record at home. I'm always talking about it, researching things, taking pictures. I just recently started recording myself making digs out in the field. That was a few days before Christmas. That's not going to happen now, at least not in a field. But yeah, all kinds of stuff. I've got a couple more chapters that my editor is looking at, and so at some point there will be a book. Anyone who's ever written a book, well, most people probably are more efficient than I am, but it's really one of those things that it just takes energy and just sitting down and sticking to it, and I haven't been able to do that the way I should, but it'll be someday. It'll be out. I mean, I'm probably a quarter of the way through, so we have that to look forward to. I opened a store, One More Dig Metal Detecting Stories store, which you can, on the top of the Facebook page, I pinned the URL there. And there's all kinds of different products, not just shirts, but you can get other things with the One More Dig logo if you choose to. It's an easy way to fulfill any any, sort of things that are One More Dig related that someone might like. So we have that, and so I sort of I get on tangents. That's just how my brain works. But so presents. My oldest daughter did some research on Etsy and just queried like metal detecting things, I guess. And what came up that she thought was really cool was metal detecting finds box. And you see these out on like on YouTube channels and stuff. And I've never thought about it much, but it protects your coins, when you're out there and they're not all bouncing around. I have a Flying Eagle cent that I found earlier this year, and it was crusty, and I had it in my apron with everything else, and it just chipped some of it off, and it's toast anyway, but in general, this will protect coins and jewelry. She had it personalized for me, and she said that she was allowed to pick the one relic at a time as well. So that's pretty cool, right? I don't know if anyone's ever seen, you can see these little things where you slip your coins in, and so, well, I don't have to do that, that's loud. She also got me a coin book, a coin album, as it says. And the reason she got that was I have shelves behind me, and you can't see because coins are flat. But there's so many coins that I haven't categorized or put away yet. And she saw them and thought, well, maybe he would like this. And I think it's a great gift. You're not gonna be able to see it from the glare really, but my plan is to put the first of every kind of coin that I found in here. Now, obviously, I've been doing it 40 years, so there's a lot of them that are gone. But I found actually quite a lot in the last, 5, 6, 7 years of new things. Like that Flying Eagle cent was my first one of those. But like you can see, my first Walking Liberty. So Walking Liberty half. So that's kind of a cool gift too, huh? And I got a sweatshirt from my wife. Supposedly I like metal detecting, and she listens to me. I gotta give her that. I'm a chatterbox. I have ADHD, and sometimes I just go on and on. But it's generally about metal detecting or treasure hunting or some related type thing. So that was nice of her. She also got me, sort of tongue-in-cheek, an on-air light, like you see in like a radio station, so that everybody shuts up. So I have it behind me on top of my bookshelf, and I do have it on. I think it's funny. So, and the last thing she got, I'm not sure, this is probably an Etsy thing too, but it's Bigfoot metal detecting in the wilderness, and it looks like it's probably the Northwest, the Pacific Northwest somewhere. That's just the way the scene looks. But anyway, you can see that on my Facebook page, because I've already posted it, and I think it's really, really cool. So the one thing that I like, sort of the takeaway from today, well, there's a takeaway like the YouTube, I guess, but I'm proposing a challenge, and I'm going to call it the last of 25 and the first of 26. And basically I'll have to go up in the woods, or I can go actually to the seacoast, to the beach or something. Um, and but detect for a while, dig some holes, and the last one, which would be my one more dig, will be the my last dig of 25. And then the next day, I'm going to go out and get my first dig of 26. And I'll take pictures and I'll post them on the Facebook page. But I was hoping any of you listening would do that as well. I think that would be pretty awesome. You're going to be listening to this on the 30th, so you'll have time to do this. Hopefully, I know folks in the South will have a lot easier time than up in the North. But like I said, the woods generally, there's so much insulation from leaves and things building up over the years that the actual, when it snows on top, it insulates it even further. So there's a good chance to be able to dig in the woods, especially if there's a lot of leaves. I guess a lot of hardwoods dropping leaves over the last however many hundreds of years. Or at least when that forest, grew up and became mature. But so that's the one more dig challenge. But I'm really going to call it the last of 25, first of 26. And I do have to say that this isn't my idea. Like, this isn't unique to me. I've seen folks do it before. I participated in one that Andy Sabish did a few years ago. I think he does it every year with his the folks that follow him. But I think I'll do it too, and hopefully you'll do it along with me. And I'll put a post on the Facebook page about all this, and then hopefully, and with my first, well, I'll send a post out first just explaining it. But then on the first, I'm going to post my last of 25, first of 26, and we can all, hopefully down in the comments, you'll put yours as well. That would be pretty fun, I think. I know that everybody obviously won't have the chance to do it, but I think it would be great. I'm sorry I keep looking down at my notes. I'm going to have to find a better way to do this if I'm going to be on screen. But I think that's it for the main things. I'm going to be in South Carolina, I think, for the next podcast. Metal detecting, and I'm going to bring down the Manicore and the Nocta triple score, and hunt the beaches down there at Hilton Head and whatever. And I do want to get a little read on the triple score because I bought it with the idea of reporting back on it. It's a pretty popular machine. It's really kind of an entry level price, but it's really a high middle tier metal detector. I think I've heard that. I've been out in the fields a couple times, and I found some stuff, and I mean, I don't know, it's obviously not the Manicore or the Deus 2 or I can't remember the new Garrett one, but it's good. I mean, it's like when the Simplex came on in 99 or 99, 2019 or 2000 or whenever. It was like, wow, it was like $350 without, I think that was without the headphones, and it was a great machine, and people all over the world really liked it. And, some folks are happy to spend $400, and that's cool. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it when I might use it for a while. I don't know. I heard it's really good in the ocean. So that's why I'm bringing it down to try it out. It's, I think, waterproof to 16 feet, which it always makes me laugh when it's, you read you read like the instructions on something and it says waterproof to 16 feet. I'm like, well, was it really 17 and you said 16 to be careful, or was it really 16 and then the pressure from the water just broke it open? Or I just, that was just me trying to be funny. But yeah, so 16 feet. So anyway, when I'm down there, I'll have a podcast to do, and I'll talk about the machines and the ocean hunting and all that kind of stuff. But I'm also going to do a segment on artifacts versus relics, and the differences and the similarities, and where they differ and where they might overlap. But I'm not going to say anything about that now. I don't want to give away my opinions on it and things. But I think it'll be really interesting, to talk about that. And because what we do, we really probably find both. That's all I'm going to say. But that will be the featured part of the next podcast. So I think I hit it all. Got the YouTube going, the last 25, first 26, all my presents that are metal detecting related. So if you would, please, when you do log into the YouTube channel, would you please subscribe? And same for the podcast, whatever app you listen on, that would be awesome. Send me a message. I'm open for ideas. You can text me. Yeah, if you need any amazing gear, you can go to Detector Warehouse. My link's at the top of the Facebook page, pinned. Use code David Spanenberg, one word. And I think that's it. So this has been exciting. This is the first time I've ever filmed myself, forever, I think. So, yeah, it's been pretty cool. It's been, I can't wait to see everyone on this different sort of forum and get feedback on it, and we'll move on from there. This has been One More Dig Metal Detecting Stories, and I'm Dave Spanenberg.